appointing Hicken as COP, government vows to vigorously defend any court action. Thousands of Guyanese already registered and verified to receive cash grant JAG-DEO. And Region 1's health force strengthened with 84 newly certified healthcare professionals. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Aletha Grant with the Friday 20th December 2024 edition of the HGP Nightly News. This is what you need to know tonight. President Ali has sent a strong message to Venezuela regarding the construction of a bridge on Guyana's territory. He condemned the move, stating it will not be taken lightly. More details from Tiana Cole.
President Ali, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, addressed soldiers at camp based in Guyana about Venezuela's actions. He emphasized that Guyana will continue to follow international law as Venezuela persists with its illegitimate territorial claims. The president disclosed that he asked the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to formally communicate Guyana's concerns to the International Court of Justice, ICJ, international partners, and Venezuela itself.
We do not take lightly, and we condemn the bridge that they would have built on territory or accessing territory that is not theirs.
President Ali reassured citizens, saying the government remains committed to defending the country's sovereignty with the support of its people and international allies.
We promise all of Guyana one thing. All of Guyana belongs to all of us, and all of Guyana will and must be protected by all of us. And that is a result of you, the men and women in uniform.
President Ali outlined plans for a modernized defense force, emphasizing the use of new technology, advanced training, and increased education for service members.
Importantly, to greater technology that will allow us to optimize our human asset, that will allow us to optimize our human asset in defense of our country.
He reaffirmed government's investment in the well-being and capability of the Guyana Defense Force, with more than $115 billion invested over the last 4 years.
Our defense is built on many planks. Firstly, it is built on our own determination, our own selfless action, our own men and women in uniform. It is built on you, the investment we make in you.
The Guyana-Venezuela border has been a long-standing point of contention, but recent developments including Venezuela's construction of a bridge on Guyanese territory, further exacerbating tensions. The matter is currently before the International Court of Justice, ICJ, for resolution. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Tiana. The People's Progressive Party civic government is maintaining that there is no legal humbug in appointing Clifton Hicken as the substantive police commissioner. You have details from Travis Chase.
I've spoken to the lawyers this morning, and clearly we're going to take legal action on this one. Because for one, I don't consider myself to have been consulted.
Hours after that statement by Leader of the Opposition, Aubrey Norton, that he will be challenging the President's appointment of Clifton Hicken as Commissioner of Police on several grounds, mainly because he has passed the age of retirement, the government of Guyana in a statement to the media said it is ready to defend the appointment of Mr. Hicken. Quote, Mr. Norton is free to take whatever legal recourse he deems necessary. Needless to say, any legal challenge filed will be vigorously defended, unquote. On the issue of meaningful consultation in accordance with Article 2111 of the Constitution of Guyana, the government said that the correspondence to Mr. Norton early this year constituted consultations. Quote, for the public record, the government maintains most resolutely that Mr. Clifton Hicken was lawfully appointed in accordance with the provisions of Article 211 of the Constitution of Guyana and in due compliance with the Constitution, unquote. Several legal minds have already opined that a retired officer whose tenure has been extended or on contract could not be appointed substantive police commissioner. Mr. Hicken was appointed to act as police commissioner in March of 2022 when he was 53 years old, but he reached the mandatory retirement age in July of 2023. On Thursday, he was appointed Commissioner of Police by President Irfan Ali, along with 5 deputy commissioners of police. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Thanks, Travis. General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, Civic Barrett Jagdeo, reported that thousands of Guyanese have already registered and completed the verification process for the distribution of the $100,000 cash grant. Antonio Day filed that story.
It said in Region 9 they have registered more than 16,000 persons, and over 90% of their checks were distributed in this region.
That was General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, Civic Barrett Jagdeo, during his usual Thursday press briefing. Jagdeo said in several regions, citizens are yet to register for the $100,000 cash grant.
There will be another mop-up activity to ensure that those whom we miss in the first round, that they still have an opportunity to get registered.
He also informed that financial institutions such as the Central Bank and the Guyana Bank for Trade and Industry, GBTI, are collaborating with the Ministry of Finance to encash checks. According to the PPPC's General Secretary, citizens will receive direct transfers, and the government is focused on a transparent and accountable distribution process. However, former Finance Minister Winston Jordan had expressed grave concern that members of the judiciary have not raised an alarm regarding the legality of the cash grant distribution. He was speaking in the context of this exercise not having supporting legislation, as was suggested by Attorney at Law Nigel Hughes.
I cannot understand why the lawyers who are going to be recipients of the $100,000 and so on, why they have said nothing. Why they have not assisted the general public in trying to figure out whether what the government is doing is lawful, whether it's legal, or any such thing.
Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Antonio. We have more news for you after this break. Stay with us.
Shop and win up to $10 million in cash and prizes at Court's Millionaire Jackpot. Shop from November 1 to December 24, 2024 at any Court store. 10 weekly winners at every Court store countrywide from November 10, 2024. And the grand drawing takes place on December 24, 2024 at the Court's Mega Store. Court's, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Dolman Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover a solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc., powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and we've got the most wonderful deals. Get the perfect gift from Digicel. Grab the Samsung A05 for just $17,900, the A25 for $37,900, or treat yourself to the S24 Ultra for only $205,000. And that's not all. Every phone comes with a free 30-day data plan. Don't wait. These holiday savings won't last forever. Visit your nearest Digicel store today. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Rough Establishment. No job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice fill pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Promotional Rough Establishment, no job is too small or too large.
Welcome back. You're watching the HGP Nightly News. Yet another strange High Court ruling is making headlines. Life in jail and 4 strokes of the whip for felonious wounding. The family of a convicted Montrose man is asking for a review of the case file. Travis Chase reports.
33-year-old Ganesh Danraj, also known as Django, was recently sentenced to life imprisonment and flogged with 4 strokes of the whip for felonious wounding. The sentence followed the jury's guilty verdict in November on a charge stemming from a 2014 incident. On Thursday, his friends and the family picketed the High Court, saying that the life sentence handed down by Justice Navindra Singh is inherently cruel and unusual.
Not fair for him to get life in prison. We gonna understand if he spend a couple years and serve his time, but not life imprisonment for unless we need justice. This is not a fair justice. Because people killing and murdering and walking the road free and never get life in prison. 20 years at most, not 49 years.
That's Danraj's sister, Sherry Danraj. She claims that there were several strange occurrences during the investigation and trial of her brother.
So we need justice. Even the witness can go and talk in court for him. They said they don't need witness. So what is it going on? His medical is lost. His statement is lost. Look at my mother. She feeling for his son. His sister and a family member feeling for him too.
Danraj of Montrose, East Coast, Demerara, was convicted of attacking 20-year-old Clinton Baburam on December 6, 2014, stabbing him in the groin. The injury to Baburam required emergency surgery. Baburam had remained hospitalized for over 2 weeks and was bedridden at home.
Everybody knows that once you don't have money in this country, you don't have power. You understand? Once you don't have money, you don't have power. And they make threats to us that they're going to kill Django if Django don't go to jail. And they're killing him slowly in jail because of the punishment what they're giving him.
Justice Navindra Singh, in handing down the sentence, said that the attack on Baburam was senseless and that Danraj allegedly attempted to mislead the court. The judge ordered that Danraj serve at least 39 years before becoming eligible for parole. Nightly News understands that Danraj's attorney plans to appeal his sentence. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
The People's National Congress reform on Friday called for transparency and accountability on the Aubrey Barker 4-lane expansion project following delays and the recent incident where several recently installed utility poles were uprooted. Dacia Richards reports.
During the People's National Congress Reform's weekly press conference, Councillor Kibwe Copeland called for transparency and accountability on the Aubrey Barker 4-lane project after the collapse of a number of electricity poles that caused an almost 24 hours long power outage in South and North Rumpville communities.
Residents have endured not only inconvenience but also economic losses and discomfort, particularly given the hot climate and reliance on electricity for essential services.
Water supply to the communities were also cut off. Copeland believes that a $1.45 billion project compromises the safety of residents while also accusing the government of poor planning.
The proper installation of these poles is indicative of substandard workmanship, lack of adherence to safety standards, and insufficient oversight from project managers and contractors.
He called on the government to present a project plan, scope of work, and all other supporting documentation. operation.
A road expansion of this size must align with international best practices and be executed and transparency, and must be executed with transparency and accountability.
Residents of the communities have resorted to protest action to voice their frustration. For HGP Nightly News, I am Dacia Richards.
The Guyana Power and Light Inc. has some explaining to do regarding the Aubrey Barker Road utility poles mishap. So says General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic, Barrett Jagdeo. Here again is Dacia Richards.
There should be consequences. People have to be blacklisted and fired for this sort of thing, or it's not going to change.
That was General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic, Barrett Jagdeo, during his weekly press conference on Thursday, addressing the Guyana Power and Light's Aubrey Barker Road utility poles saga.
And someone needs to give credible answers. So either Public Works and or GPL on what took place.
Explaining that it was not an ordinary accident as it discomforted the communities in a major way. Jagdeo said the government will aggressively pursue the case until answers are forthcoming.
So Public Works need to say who designed this, who was responsible for what was the contractor paid for, whether it is a design fault or the contractor did not comply with the design.
According to Jagdeo, the explanation he received was that the poles were moved for the Aubrey Barker Road expansion and they were not put down according to regulations and specifications. For HGP Nightly News, I am Dacia Richards.
Thank you, Dacia. We have more news after this break. Stay tuned.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Over 300 tons of steel are being fabricated here in Guyana for the Jaguar Floating Production, Storage and Offloading Vessel, FPSO. Industrial Fabrications Incorporated, INFAB, Guyana Oil and Gas Support Services Incorporated, GOGSI, and Zico Group of Services are leading the charge, showcasing the skills and capacity of local talent. This project is a local content win, demonstrating the strength of Guyana's industrial capabilities.
Shop and win up to $10 million in cash and prizes at Court's Millionaire Jackpot. Shop from November 1 to December 24, 2024 at any Court store. 10 weekly winners at every Court store countrywide from November 10, 2024. And the grand drawing takes place on December 24, 2024 at the Court's Mega Store. Court's, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Welcome back. You're watching the HGP Nightly News. Thanks for staying with us. The community of North Rheinveld was rejuvenated with the spirit of the festive season as Nix and Knox Accessories hosted its second Christmas extravaganza. Antonia Day was there and filed this report.
Christmas is a time to celebrate with friends, families, and even neighbors. And Nicola Bailey and her husband, Delmark Innes, who are overseas-based Guyanese, have decided to put the smiles on the faces of children in the North Rheinveld community and its environs at the second edition of the Christmas extravaganza.
Mostly selling toys for the kids, and then we have the accessories and jewelry for the ladies, the children. We have the hair accessories. And the second part deals with the stepping into the evening where you can come, shoot photos, because there's a lovely Christmas setup.
Bailey told Nightly News that she's extremely elated about this year's Christmas extravaganza. She noted that the event, which begins on Friday and runs until Sunday, will feature a host of several family-oriented activities.
We play movies from 7 p.m. The movies are free. The snacks, we just pay a little $300 for the snacks. The children movie starts at 7 and the adult movie starts at around 8:30 when the children movies are finished.
Children of all ages can participate in the Christmas Village, Billy related. The Christmas extravaganza is not confined to residents of North Rhine-Belt, but further afield, the entrepreneur related.
We're extending further afield, but we are striving to pull within the neighborhood. At least that's our core goal for starters.
According to Nicola, the inaugural hosting of the extravaganza did not receive much support, but she's optimistic that this year's event will be well received and successful. Attendees of the event can also benefit from discounts when purchasing accessories such as toys and jewelry.
And if you come to the extravaganza to make a purchase, all prices will be discounted. You will have discounted prices.
Bailey extended Christmas greetings to Guyanese locally at home and in the diaspora and encouraged citizens to come out and support the Christmas extravaganza, which is being held at a residence at Lot 2957, Well Road, North Rhine-Belt, Georgetown. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Antonio. 84 healthcare providers from Region 1 have successfully completed training as nursing assistants, community health workers, and operating room technicians. This marks a significant milestone in strengthening the region's healthcare workforce. Here is Tiana Cole with the details.
A diverse cohort of healthcare professionals, including 50 community healthcare workers, 23 nursing assistants, and 11 operating room technicians, have graduated in Region 1, Barima Waini. The ceremony held at the Northwest Secondary School celebrated their achievement and highlighted their crucial role in enhancing healthcare delivery. Minister of Housing and Water, Colin Kroll, in delivering the feature address, emphasized the vital role healthcare professionals play in maintaining a healthy population. He described them as a backbone of the healthcare system, offering comfort and hope to patients.
Your work is therefore essential, not only to individuals' lives, but to the collective strength of our communities. A healthy population is a foundation of national development, and you will be on the front lines, ensuring that the foundation remains strong.
Minister Kroll encouraged graduates to serve with passion and dedication, urging them to approach every patient with kindness and dignity.
As you step into your roles, therefore, remember that every patient you meet is someone's parent, is someone's child, or a loved one. Therefore, we have a duty to treat them with the kindness and dignity you would wish for your own family.
Meanwhile, Director General in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Vishwal Mahadio, in highlighting the transformative challenges in Region 1's health sector, also urged graduates to seize every opportunity for professional growth.
Each and every one of you has been chosen by your community. You have the confidence of the community.
Regional Chairman Brentonall Ashley praised government's efforts to decentralize training programs and ensuring interland residents gain access to equal opportunities.
We have trained 2 persons from Barometer going back to serve in Barometer on this training program. Not only that the health workers will be going back into those communities to serve, but they're going to serve even with more resources to their disposal.
Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned for regional news.
Shop and win up to $10 million in cash and prizes at Court's Millionaire Jackpot. Shop from November 1 to December 24, 2024 at any Court store. 10 weekly winners at every Court store countrywide from November 10, 2024. And the grand drawing takes place on December 24, 2024 at the Court's Mega Store. Court's, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Christmas, Digicel is bringing you the gift of millions. 10 lucky customers will become millionaires for Christmas. Top up $1,000 or more for your chance to win $1 million. Turn your Christmas into a celebration of cash and cheer. 2 new millionaires every week. The countdown to Christmas millions is on. Top up $1,000 or more today for your chance to win. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Hey, stop, Peter. I don't go away when y'all don't eat food, you know. Y'all got fair wash your place because I did my nails. When is somebody going to make a nice cake? Is my good cake on upon the same?
Madam, I got a call from the people in the community and they said you are disturbing the peace. You're smelling up the place and you're doing something, but your food always seems to smell good.
Peppies, you get the best on these things.
These things just make you cook good. I want these things and I'll carry them for evidence.
I love all of you.
Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
And you...
Good evening, I'm Daisy Richards and welcome to Friday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Jamaica. The Port Authority of Jamaica says the current congestion at the Port of Kingston is the result of a drastic increase of cargo volumes as well as disruptions in mainliner service schedules. On Wednesday, businessman Richard Padowi highlighted the issue of congestion at the port. Quote, supply chain challenges are as bad now as it was in COVID. Many ships anchored in harbor waiting to offload, not to mention how many bypassing Jamaica because of congestion, unquote, he stated. In a major release on Thursday evening, the Port Authority explained that current cargo volumes processed in Kingston are over 50% higher than pre-COVID-19 levels. It stated that from 2020 to 2022, volumes increased by 28%, followed by an additional 18.5% growth between 2022 and 2024. Additionally, the Port Authority said periodic vessel queuing outside Kingston Harbour systems from disruptions in mainliner service schedules caused by geopolitical tensions, conflicts along major shipping routes, and adverse weather conditions. It noted that in 2024, only 9% of the 172 mainliners processed in Kingston arrived on schedule, with just one of 11 mainliners arriving on time in November. It said to prevent gridlock, Kingston's transshipment terminal prioritizes mainliners that balance container delivery and evacuation. The PHA said as of Wednesday, 3 mainliner vessels were anchored outside Kingston Harbour, with one processed on Thursday, while the others await feeder vessels for cargo evacuation. PHA said to accommodate increased seasonal demand, additional container pickup slots have been introduced, with only 66% currently utilized. Terminal operating hours have also been extended to include Saturdays. In Antigua, authorities at the V.C. Bird International Airport in Antigua intercepted another drug shipment on Wednesday, the second such discovery in 2 days. Officers from the Police Narcotics Department and Customs discovered 28 vacuum-sealed packages of cannabis weighing 33.4 pounds concealed within a black suitcase. The seized drugs have an estimated street value of $267,200. This latest seizure follows Tuesday's larger interception at the same port, where authorities found the 60 packages of cannabis in a suitcase valued at nearly $500,000. Finally, as the blackouts, food, fuel, and labor shortages in Cuba grow more acute by the day, a trip to the Caribbean island has become a hard sell. Cuban government statistics tell the story. Earlier this week, Tourism Minister Juan Carlos Garcia said Cuba saw 2.2 million international visitors this year, well short of its original goal of 3.2 million and less than half of pre-pandemic levels. This year's decline stalled the fledgling recovery following the COVID-19 pandemic, the government said, a negative trend that Cuban tourism expert Paulo Spandoni says may be hard to reverse. Quote, unfortunately, Cuba is becoming every day more unique for all the wrong reasons and thus more unattractive as a tourist destination, unquote, said Spandoni, an economist at Augusta University in Georgia. Quote, prospects for 2025 are not encouraging, unquote. Cuba has long appealed to tourists attracted by the mystique of a communist-run island, which at least to visitors appears frozen in time, thanks to a plethora of 1950s autos and tongues, mostly free of the kind of commercial development seen elsewhere in the Caribbean. But 3 nationwide blackouts in the last months of 2024 touched virtually every facet of island life, including tourism. While some large hotels have generators, lower budget lodging and rental homes often do not, forcing guests in the tropical climate to go without air conditioning. Following the most recent collapse of the island's electrical grid, the tourism ministry sought to reassure prospective visitors. Thank you for watching. Do have a great weekend. Until next time.
Guyana-Venezuela border issue. President Ali condemns Venezuela's bridge construction on Guyana's territory. No legal humbug in appointing Hicken as a COP. Government vows to vigorously defend any court action. Thousands of Guyanese already registered and verified to receive cash grant. JAGDEO and Region 1's healthcare force strengthened with 84 newly certified healthcare professionals. Those are our major headlines for these stories and more. Please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Melissa Grant. Thanks for watching.